All right, it's super early. Look, 3:11. But I'm heading down to Venice Marina to fish Breton Sound with a guide who's been on some really big trout lately. Fingers crossed, it should be a good day. All right, it's still early, 5:29. But I'm down here ready to go fishing. You know, Venice is at the end of the absolute planet. That's what makes the fishing so good down here. Looks like the wind's blowing pretty hard out of the west, but we're supposed to head to that east side so you kind of protect it over there. We'll see if we can make it. It might be too strong. Might have to just settle for redfish, but I'll find out in just a minute. All right, I'm with Captain Tristan Elson today. It's bumpy. We got out here, but we definitely took a beating. Not too bad. On the way out, Tristan said he wanted to do a competition today. So here's what we're gonna do. Longest speckled trout, longest redfish, longest other. But if you've seen, we've done this competition before. You have to declare your biggest fish when you catch it. We're doing all catch and release today anyway, so you can't keep it and measure it later. So this is gonna be entertaining. Gotta think of a punishment though for the loser. We'll come up with something. Man, I got a 3/8. I don't know if I can get down with this. Now, if you can tell, but the current's absolutely flying here. Today is a no tide day. It's a flip-flop day, but we got this hard west wind. Definitely moving some water around. Man, the current's only on top. Yeah, it's not on the bottom. At all. Oh, man, I got smoked. There he is. Oh, nice trout. Real nice trout. I missed him. I'm throwing a Pro's Choice soft stick bait and crab oil on a 3/8 ounce death grip jig head. Uh-oh, Tristan's got one.
That might be my fish.
Tristan's using the crutch of live shrimp.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Let's see what he's got. Hopefully it's a hard head. Oh, there we go. Now Tristan's got a nice trout on. Oh, that was a ladyfish or a Spanish. Tristan's got a nice trout. Is that your measurer?
No, sir.
All right, he's waiting.
Not declared.
He's waiting. That is, I mean, that's probably a, what would you say, an 18, 19 inch fish?
19.
It's a beautiful fish.
Oh, yeah.
No, I should have stuck a tag in him. But I gotta win this competition.
Yeah. Game bait.
Oh, another hit. Uh-oh. Oh man, another hit. Oh, there we go. Dude, I keep losing my fish. Tristan is just whacking them. I'm getting bites, I just can't connect.
There he is.
I mean, it feels trouty. Looks trouty.
That's a trout.
Come on.
Ooh, nice.
Man, nice fish.
Nice chunk.
Tristan, go fish. Go fish.
All right.
All right, look at this fish. Look at that's a beautiful Breton Sound speckled trout. Yeah, that's a 19-inch fish. We're gonna stick a tag in him and let him go. Good way to start the day. We got two 19-inchers.
No doubt. You know what's crazy? So pretty much stayed out there all day.
Oh goodness. I mean, you get a bait down, you get hit, and I missed another one. I gotta check this hook. This hook is great. Definitely not the problem. The angler is the problem.
Plenty of bait. Scoops of bait out. Had a,
Oh, it's every cast. It's like right away. It's right away. And they're beautiful fish. Look at this fish. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, he threw my bait, but that's all right. Well worth it. Look how deep this fish took the bait. You think they're not feeding? Oh, that's a small one, only 18.5 inches. So that fish destroyed my bait, but it was well worth it. Got plenty more. Oh goodness. Wow. A double. Oh, Tristan's got a nice one. That's a big fish. That's at least a 3. Mine's not that big. Tristan, you gonna measure that fish?
Oh no, I'm not declaring. Not yet.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at these fish. Just something about Breton Sound.
Yeah, it's
with these monster trout. It's just insane.
Here too. It's just magical up here. I mean, look at the girth on them too.
Yeah, look at the girth, exactly. Look how big this fish is. That's a 20-inch fish. Look at that, 20 inches. What's yours? 20. All right, hopefully somebody catches him. There he goes. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And Tristan's sticking with the live bait.
Oh yeah. Trying to get them fired up for you, you know?
All right. So this current is super swift, but it's only on top. Once I get below it, it's really easy to hold my bait, oh shoot, in contact with the bottom, which is good because these fish are right on the bottom. Oh goodness. Oh, look at this, another double. Oh man, I got a virtual baby. This fish is only 18 inches. And Tristan's got one about the same. Lost another bait, also well worth it.
19.
A baby.
19.
All right. Oh, there we go. Tristan got him. I'm rigging up a new bait. Oh, good, good. All right, Tristan made the switch. He's throwing a jig head the way God intended. Come on, Trout, don't quit on us. There we go. Tristan got one. Ooh. They're all rubber stamps. Absolute rubber stamps. What would you guess, 19?
Yeah, 18.
Can't get a bite all of a sudden. Need another school to move through. Oh, there we go. Now, Tristan, you said a customer caught a 7.5?
Yep.
This weekend?
First cast.
First cast? Oh.
Yep.
Did he keep it or he let it go? Oh, there we go. It's a good fish. It's a real good fish. That's a real good fish. You gonna enter him? He's like, nope.
Still gotta take it to the secret spot.
Not when there's 7.5 pounders out here. All right, let's measure him.
All right.
Cause that's a good fish.
He's gonna be 21.
Yeah.
Dude, they are fine.
As fat as they are too. That's a 3. That's a definite 3. Yeah, he's 21 with a pinch tail. Pretty close. All right, I got a snag. Lost my bait. So I'm just gonna make a change just to see what else will hit. Tristan is currently throwing a shrimp creole matrix shad, and I'm gonna start throwing a limbo slice matrix shad.
2 of my favorite baits.
Hopefully the 7-pounder's like the limbo slice. So Tristan, you said it's everything's kind of gotten rolling early this year, huh?
Yeah. Me and a couple of my friends were talking about it. We're seeing bait real early this year, and this trout got out on these rigs pretty early. You know, the water temperature still hasn't really heated up yet. But I don't know what caused it. Just kind of everything's flying in early. Even offshore, the fish patterns were early.
You think it's oh, I mean, it should only get better, right?
Oh yeah. It's not at its peak yet.
Yeah.
A month and a half ago, I was coming out here.
Some kind of snapper, huh? What is this? Oh, it's a grunt.
Grunt fish?
Yep.
Man, you barely ever see those.
Man, should I weigh this as my other?
I don't know.
We may not catch a different species, huh?
I'll be shocked if we don't catch a redfish.
No, I know, but we got trout, redfish, and another.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a big risk. I don't know. I mean, we might catch a flounder, right? In with the reds? What do you think? It's possible?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's possible. No. All right, I'm not. If he's encouraging me to, I'm not.
The thing is, it's the declare part about it.
I know, of course. That's what makes it hard. Yes. I can't tell you how many times I've done this competition and never catch a bigger one than I caught. Like, you never know. We might not catch another trout. Like, you just don't know.
I mean, yeah.
And you're like, oh man, I could have weighed a 22-incher. Or if you weigh the 22 And then you catch a, 25 and you're kicking yourself. Oh, there he is. He doesn't feel big. And I'm getting the variety pack today.
Now that's your measure right there.
Yep. Come on, little guy. Sorry about that. Sorry to ruin your day. Blind you in one eye. That is some trout bait right there. Oh, first cast.
Really?
First cast.
Oh. Net?
That's a good trout.
Net?
When they can't jump, you know it's a good one. I don't think I need the net. I don't think he's a weigher. It's a good fish, believe me. Oh goodness. Just silly action. And Tristan's got one. Oh, there you go. You should definitely weigh that one.
What kind of rod is that?
It's a Terma Concept Akuma.
That's what I run the.
Well, there we go.
Jeez.
It was on the way down. He hit me.
Even move the bait.
On the way down. Ooh. You gonna take me to the rig? No, he's not that big.
Shake that mouth.
Just powerful. With strong opinions. And Tristan's hooked up. Literally, this does not get any better. It does not get any better. Nowhere on the planet has speckled trout action like this. Nowhere.
Would you agree that the fish over the past 4 years have gotten bigger every year? Like as an average?
Man, this is probably the best trip I've had in 4 years, to be honest.
That's awesome, man.
Look, this is a little one. Like, this is a little fish today. This is a 16-inch fish, and it like looks tiny.
That's what makes this place magical.
A little 16-incher. Hit already? Oh, snag. All right, good. That takes you out of commission for a minute. One of us should have tied that croaker on that I caught.
I know. I forgot to tell you to throw him in the well.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
I was hoping the bigger, it seemed like the fish on this side were bigger.
Yeah, no doubt.
But,
Schoolies right
yeah, those are schoolies. But I can't get bit. So crazy. I guess the school just migrated. I can't get a bite on this side.
You know what else happens is they're chunking a bunch of live
shrimp, so it pulled them off.
They'll suck them right off. Well, that didn't sound very good.
We'll put that in video.
There he is.
Yeah, if that's a trout. Oh, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Trying to get in the rig?
Yep. Oh, get the net. Get the net. I just got a glimpse of him, but he looked pretty nice. Don't you shake it. Not in the trolling mode either. Yeah, that's a decent fish. Probably a 4. Oh, yeah. Come on, stay on. Come see Uncle Tristan. Come see Uncle Tristan. There we go. All right.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude.
That might be a...
Look how long his head is.
It's at least a 22. Let's get the hook out of him, then we'll deal with the net. There we go. Settle down. All right, I'm gonna declare this fish.
Okay.
Tristan's like, you're an idiot. All right, let's see. Here we go.
That's a 4-pound fish.
Let's see. All right, he's 22 inches. So I'm stuck.
Just a slob, dude.
I'm locked in on trout. That is just a beautiful fish. I have a feeling Tristan's laughing at me, but still, how can you not measure a 22-inch fish? Just absolutely beautiful. There he goes. Can't wait to get back in the water. All right, this is literally my best trout trip in years. And you know how much I fish. Just fantastic action. A beautiful day, certainly windy. We got this west wind, but we're on the east side of the river, so we're protected. And just phenomenal action on beautiful speckled trout. You're seeing them. The average fish, I'd say, is about 19 to 20 inches. Doesn't get any better. Uh-oh, that didn't take long. Be a baby, be a baby. There we go. Yeah, that's only a 16-incher. It's nothing. I do 98% of my fishing in the marsh, so like a fish that size is a really, really good fish.
Right.
Oh, there we go. That's my 24-incher. I don't know, we'll see. Feels pretty nice. I tell you what, this is a nice fish.
Better?
I don't know, we're gonna see. No, he's not that big. We're gonna flip him.
He's only 22.
Yeah, some fish are just stronger. Like you get them up and you're like, man, that fish felt a lot bigger. This fish felt a lot bigger. See you, dude. Hopefully somebody else catches you. Oh goodness, come on, seriously? Like literally my bait did not get to the bottom.
5 fish every cast.
Did not get to the bottom. Yeah, just a little 19-incher. These are getting boring now, these little 19-inchers. You can tell this water temp is like right in their zone because they're acting stupid.
Yeah, and when you flip them in a boat.
Yes, they go crazy. 19-incher. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, that first run was pretty impressive. This might be a good fish. Uh-oh. Get out that rig, get out that rig. No, 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 no.
Looks like he's got a little weight on him.
I don't know, he's not feeling as big anymore. He's nice, believe me. That first run was really good.
Rip and drag?
Yep. Oh, that's a bigger fish than I thought. That's the fish of the day right there.
That's a big boy.
That's got me regretting measuring my fish, because yeah, he's definitely 23. Dude, that's a big trout. That's a nice trout. That's a slammer hammer.
22 and a half?
22 and a half. 22 and a half inch fish. Just beautiful. Wow. All right, this almost seems wrong to do, but Tristan and I have caught so many of these trout that we really kind of want to go around, see what else we can find. He's been catching a bunch of reds lately as well. We may hit another rig or two on the way in just to see if we can catch some more trout. And other than that, we might target some redfish, but such a special day. I can't tell you, I really think, in fact, I know, it's the best speckled trout trip I've had in several years. Certainly on quantity and quality. These fish are just absolutely beautiful. All right, this is a functioning platform, so you'll have to excuse the noise. But Tristan said some really big speckled trout live here. We're not gonna make many casts. We're just gonna see if we can catch a giant. I'm kind of hoping we don't, because I'll lose the competition. How would you say today compared to other days this spring, speckled trout wise? Was it typical? Was it above average? Was it excellent?
Oh, it's excellent. We pulled up to the first spot and started getting them one after another. You can't ask for anything better. We wore them out, tagged a bunch of fish. It's going to be a good spring. It's already a great spring.
All right, so this morning, you know, we pulled up to one rig and started catching them right away. You're on the water every day, so you kind of have a head start on a lot of people. But if you're just coming out here for your first time or whatever, what would you recommend to people? How long do you spend at each rig? What some things you look for? How do you know where to go? What areas? All that stuff.
First of all, like if you don't know the area that well, I'd recommend getting a guide for the first few times you get out here. It could be a pretty confusing and dangerous place to navigate. Like we just saw, the water's super low right now and there's sand flats everywhere and caused a lot by like erosion and everything. But fishing the rigs, you know, some days you go out there and it looks perfect and you got clean water and you catch nothing but catfish and ladyfish. They're either there or they're not. I'd say right now is the time of the year. Next few months they'll be out there, and I love running after them. Good sized fish, and they they only seem to be getting better every year.
Today we had really good success throwing soft plastics. Does that kind of change as the season moves along? You get more into the summer, the water temperatures get really hot. Do you kind of then more have to transition to live bait?
No doubt. As it gets hotter, the plastics will still work on some days, but you don't want to run all the way out there without live bait. Some days that's all they want. It'd be a good idea to fill your well up with some big live shrimp or croakers or whatever live bait you could get. It's definitely fun to get them on the plastics when they want the matrix or whatever they're biting on.
Yeah, no doubt. And today, you know, you threw a cast in a little bit for pogies. Will they be out here throughout the season?
Yeah, they will. They'll probably get more and more out there as the water heats up. We're starting to see some more. They showed up kind of early this year. I was out at the islands 2 months ago and I saw a bunch of pogies. So that's a great bait if you're targeting bigger fish.
Yeah, so if you're out here coming to catch schoolies, you probably want to bring the shrimp. If you want to catch some big fish,
croakers, pogies.
Croakers and pogies.
Absolutely.
Okay. The water clarity that we had today, has it been kind of typically about, I mean, it was good, but not great.
Yeah.
Has that kind of been how it's been this spring?
This west wind, I mean, it's been a windy spring, very windy. The west wind today I thought it was going to be a little worse than what it actually was. Last week we had a bunch of east winds and we had clean green water being pushed in out from the Gulf. It's just kind of day to day. A northwest wind like we had usually churns up the water, like about this color here, but we were lucky to find some better water this morning. I was worried about it last night when the wind wouldn't stop blowing.
Down here in Venice, I mean, obviously Venice is a legendary fishery, right? But would you say one of the best things about this place is, you know, the fact that you can run west on an east wind, you can run east on a west wind, you can always really find, I mean, today we had an extreme west wind, right, and still had great success on the east side of the river.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of a really unique aspect of this place,
No
right?
doubt. It's such a big area. On any given day out here, no matter what the conditions are, somebody's going to be getting them. I mean, from bass to blue marlin, this place has got it all. It's a magical place, nothing like it.
There's absolutely no doubt about that. That's 100% true. Venice is legendary, right? I mean, everybody's heard of it. Everybody wants to fish it. Today demonstrates why it's such a unique place. Now, the redfish didn't work out. As we mentioned, we had that hard west wind. Blew all the water out. Obviously it's dirty, it's super low, you can't even hardly get to the banks. So that didn't work out, but that really worked out well for me because I beat Tristan in the trout category and neither one of us weighed another. He caught a big old sheephead that he could have weighed, but kind of forgot about it and released it. That would have tied us, but hey, sucks to be him. So we decided what the punishment is that Tristan's got to take me fishing again. We're gonna go in the late summer when the triple tail get real thick at the rigs out here. I've never done that. I've only triple tail fished up in Lake Bourne, so I'm really excited to do that. I mean, they catch upwards of, you know, like double digit triple tail. Definitely want to do it. So we'll be back in a few months. All right, not much of fishing gets me as excited as what we're about to do today. Look, you see the canes? We're down at the mouth of the Mississippi River at Venice. Mississippi got super low this year, very early, and that has pulled bass, redfish, everything else out of these canes. We're gonna try and catch them today. Along with me is Venice Virgin, Justin Bowles. How y'all doing? This is gonna be a fun day. I cannot wait to get started. How y'all doing? All right, so I'm starting with this matrix craw. I think it's called, is this one called Pumpkin Patch, do you know? I don't know. I'll look it up. Color doesn't generally matter this time of year in Venice, but we'll see if it does today. I got that under a 3/8 ounce tungsten bullet weight, and I got it pegged, of course. You gotta have your sinker pegged down here, super important. Well, Justin, good news. We won't have the first cast curse. Oh, that didn't take long. Oh, goodness. I can't even turn him. What is that? Is that a red? Goodness. I don't know what this is. Yep, redfish. All right. All right, good to see this guy down here, a keeper red. I do want to keep a few fish today, but I don't think I'm gonna keep him. Just not enough of these around. So I'm gonna tag him and let him go. Yeah, you get a redfish in close quarters. They're tough to turn. Go ahead, big boy. There you go. He obliterated my matrix craw, but it was worth it. That was maybe my third or fourth pitch in there. That's a good sign. So yeah, so all you do, like basically that stuff like that, that's where he was. Like that's what you want to throw in. You kind of want to throw right in the middle of that stuff. Like the stuff you tend to want to throw into is like that, but that's not necessarily what you want to throw into. Like you want to throw into what's next to that. Like that, and just let it fall. Let it free fall. When you go to pick it up, usually they're on in that initial fall, but every now and then they'll hit after you jig it a little bit. Are you straight braid or fluoro? Okay, so yeah, I mean, cross their eyes when you set the hook. You see how this is a hard bank? Like there's nothing behind these rosos? That's why this bank is good. These fish have nowhere to go. There he is. First bass. Justin's got one.
No, I'm hung.
Justin's hung, never mind. All right, here we go. First Venice bass of 2023. All right, we've been fishing 3 minutes. I already got a red and one of the target species. It wasn't a trophy, but we're here in the middle of a falling tide. Super important for having success doing this. It forces those fish out. The tide, oh, there he is. Oh, shite, missed him. The tide peaked in Venice at 6 a.m. and we're downriver, so it's even earlier down here. You know, we got a late start. We didn't leave the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain until 9 a.m. Right now it's 1 o'clock. We're pretty much right in the middle of the tide. Maybe the second half of the tide. Look at that shady spot. Boy, does that look good. There's got to be one in there. Oh, I missed him. Oh, shoot. Took a claw and everything. Down here, it probably doesn't matter. You probably fish one claw, but I don't have confidence in one claw. Yeah, I generally hate fishing into the wind, but it would not be possible to fish with it today. Would be flying. I mean, this is prime. Like all this, you just throw right in the middle of all that. You should really kind of just sit here and work it. There we go. That fish has got to wonder, what in the hell just happened? I got something to eat, then I went to outer space. But you never know. You got to set the hook hard. You know, if it's this fish or a 4-pounder. Now, even in the heart of summer, Venice can produce some really nice bass. Obviously, it hasn't today yet. We've only been fishing 10 or 15 minutes, but the bites are fun anyway.
So what would you consider this water here out of 10?
For Venice?
Yeah.
6, I'd say. Like at the end of the tide, you'll get a dark line of water right up along the bank. That's crystal. That's when it's prime. Like the last 2 hours or so. Dude, I'm leaving all that for you. That jungle. Both the bass I hooked were nosing up on the bank. Both the casts were like right up on the bank. The redfish was out in that thicker stuff.
Are they hitting hard?
No. You just go to pick it up and it's stiff. It feels kind of like it's hung, but you know, I'll generally like hold it until I feel something, you know, like yeah, kind of movement or, you know, doink or something. Oh, I'm hung like a horse.
The only time you can do that.
Yes, you are right about that. Let's go for the.
Oh, there he is.
Get him, JB! Bass or red?
Bass.
You sure? Yeah, nice bass. JB, get him. You want me to lip him? There you go. That's why you come to Venice. Yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful bank. Like this is what you dream about. What do you got? Maybe a foot behind the canes.
Have you ever fished this bank before?
No. Oh, Todd, slipped out my hands. You saw that? 100% a fish. Rod slipped out my hands on the hook set. And I threw, man, I didn't think there was enough water there. Dummy. That's the one I'll think about tonight.
Wow, I lost the claw.
There you go. Oh, there he is. This is just as good as it gets. Just as good as it gets. Nice. Now my buddy Jeff Brule, who fishes down here a lot more than I do, says that this time of year, obviously it's July, water temps are up, even down here. This time of year you want to fish the main passes. As the season moves along, we get into the fall and water temperatures go down, you can then switch to the more minor passes, or really just the cuts off the passes. But this time of year, the water temp is just too high in those. And in these major passes, they're a whole lot deeper, a lot of water moves through here, so it stays cooler, and that's where these fish are more willing to bite. There's probably just as many fish at those more enclosed, smaller areas. They're just not willing to bite because the temps are so high. So focus on these main passes. Oh, there he is. Oh, goodness. Dude. So awesome. Just so awesome. This is by far the most fun fishing of the year. This is just incredible. Man, I didn't bury that hook well at all. I've never experienced summer bass fishing in Venice this good. I mean, this is, you know, September, October fishing, but not in July. Unheard of. So those of you watching at home, just in general terms, what are your feelings on one claw craws? My confidence level plummets. I'm sure if I stick with it long enough, I'll end up catching a fish, but how many fish won't bite that I would have caught? I don't know. Let me give it a whirl for 5 minutes until I get frustrated and rip it off. All right, can't take it anymore. I got to put on 2 claws. Oh, you saw him? God, man. What's the deal, Todd? Dude, it's silly, man. It's like every time you cast, you expect to get bit. Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to what you're doing, but you're probably being too cautious, if I had to guess. It literally is all about the cast. You want to come run the motor? No. You sure? Uh-huh. You do enough of that during the week? So as good as this fishing is, it's only going to get better. That's the remarkable thing. Both as the season moves along and today, as we get later in this tide, I don't see how it can get much better than it is now, but it will. Come on, JB. I'm pulling for you like a Make-A-Wish kid. Get him, JB! There we go.
The wind is blowing.
Dude, it's blowing. There's not many other things you could be doing today, fishing-wise. Welcome to summer 2023. Guess the positive is that it's cooler.
Yeah.
It'd be stifling with these canes. Like, if it was still.
I might be like, let's go home.
Right, it'd be suffocating. All right, I was changing camera batteries. Justin hooked a fish. They got him hung up in the canes. The fish is still on there. We gotta go get him. You want me to drive it?
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold your rod. I see him. He's not a trophy, but we'd like to have him. All right, we got him.
I knew it was a fish.
Just one of the pitfalls of flipping these canes. I certainly don't mind if you keep running it.
No, I'm good.
Losing way too many claws on that matrix craw, just getting annihilated. So many bites. Making a switch to this Z's Tackle Joe Baby, also a crawfish bait, and see if I have the same trouble with losing claws on this. I mean, the problem is there's obviously just a ton of small fish through here, plus a lot of bluegill pecking the claws off, hitting your bait and running with it. It's crabs. Yeah, you set the hook and there's nothing there. There he is. Yep, they like the Joe Baby just as much. And best of all, still got both my claws, even after a fish. Oh, dude, what is that, a catfish?
Holy smokes.
Could be a, no, it's a gar. Go ahead, you can have him. Yep, gar. I don't want any part of him. My rod's so full of anise oil from these baits. I'm gonna get a good bite and slip out my hands again.
Say anise oil?
Not anus oil, anise. All right, Justin and I made a little move. That area is so full of little fish. Lost a lot of claws, certainly to brim, but also some little bass. So we come to a new area, made a bait change, throwing a Zimmer swimmer. See where I can get to bite this. This shoreline looks really good. Water's out, as you can tell, way out. And it's 12 feet this close to the bank. It's kind of what you look for. I could be wrong, but this is a good looking shoreline. You know what that was?
Crabber?
Yep. Crabs will drive you nuts in here. Dude, there's gotta be fish on this shoreline. This looks too good. This is kind of what you start looking for at the end of the tide. Man, I only thought it sucked fishing in the wind. Far worse fishing in the lee. There he is. They like the Zimmer swimmer too. Get him, JB. That's a good bass. There you go, good fish. I mean, relative to what we've been catching. You want back on the motor? Oh, I saw him hit it. That's a good one. All right.
That's a long skinny bag.
Yep. I gave him forever. He probably choked it. Yep, I'm gonna give him a boat ride home. Look at the mess he's making. That fish came on the California 420 Zimmer swimmer. Justin, you ever go to California 420? It's good. Glad you haven't. That fish was in a very unimpressive looking spot. There he is. That's a good one. All right, let it be known that I've offered Justin the trolling motor 50 times. He doesn't want to run it.
Tell him what happened every time I do run it.
You catch fish. Correct. But you don't want to run it for some odd reason. Now, this is why I landed this fish, because the hook stayed inside of his mouth. Multiple times, we've had the hook emerge, say like this, and then get hooked on cane, and the fish has all the leverage and pulls free. Look at you. Look at you. I give Justin a trolling motor and he catches fish. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Much obliged. Thank you for that. He is wounded. So I don't know if I talked about it yet or not, but you definitely need to peg your sinker. We use the inserts that go in the bottom. You pull them through and cut off the tip. Of course, the reason is because you throw it into these canes, you can't have your sinker fall on one side of the cane and your bait on the other. And that'll happen a lot. So certainly very important to peg it. And basic technique, you just throw it in there. You want to throw it in the thick stuff, not the stuff that looks easy to throw to, although we have caught some fish in spots like that today. Generally, you want to look for the stuff that's a little bit challenging to cast into, like that. You throw in there, you let it fall to the bottom, hop it once or twice. Usually you don't feel them hit, although you occasionally do. Usually you see your line running, or it'll feel spongy, and you kind of tighten up, and you feel that fish move to one side or the other. All right, I've had better days bass fishing in Venice, but only in the fall when water temperatures are down, never in the summer. Absolutely spectacular fishing for the month of July. Water temps today, 91 degrees. That makes it tough. That's why we caught more small fish than you typically catch down here, but still just an epic day. Lots and lots and lots of bites. Venice is on. Get down here soon if you can. Don't let this great fishing pass you by, although I'll tell you what, it's gonna get better. No question about it, unless we have, I don't want to say it, unless something that rhymes with mopical comes up and, you know, messes things up. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very good down here. No place else is Venice, and that's where C-Mac and I are today. Coming to see what we can find biting in the canes. Come along with us. I got a EWG, so chances are good I'm going to lose one in the canes. Then I'm going to get off and cut it off. The current is swift. We is rolling. All right, I'm starting with my beloved Zimmer Swimmer in California 420 color. Got that under a 3/8 ounce bullet weight with the sinker pegged. A necessity for down here in Venice, even though this particular shoreline that we picked doesn't have a ton of cane in the water. C-Mac is throwing a, what is that?
Something I poured myself.
Oh, a homemade bait.
Yeah, that's the Carnarvon Craw color.
Carnarvon Craw. Water's definitely murky today, much murkier than my last trip down here. We'll see if that matters. There's been a lot of boat traffic in this area, and you can definitely tell there's a kind of a donut of dirtier water close to that shoreline because this water is out. So those waves smash into that muddy shoreline and suspend that silt in the water.
A lot of bait in here, though.
A lot of bait.
A lot of bluegill, needlefish. That ain't taking long.
Oh, C-Mac, you got one. Look at that. Was that your second flip?
Yeah.
Good bass, too. Really good fish.
He thumped the tar out of it, Todd.
Oh, look what I had, C-Mac. Look what I had. Yeah, you see right here, it's 12 and a half feet.
It drops off incredibly.
Man, it's hot. The wind feels nice. I'm glad it's blowing. Get him! Oh, flounder! There we go! It looks like he's on the drop off too, huh?
Yeah, he's out of the ways.
I've been wanting to catch a flounder down here in Venice. They've been running for sure. And with these bass, all right, I definitely want him.
Where you at, Todd?
Telling you, man, you're up 2-0. We're gonna hit this cut and then go to the other side.
Colors, right? They're not gonna come out exactly like they did from the factory. But if you group them into, there you go.
All right, not as big as the one C-Mac caught, but it's a bite. The fish this year have been little, for the most part, but you know, it's still the heat of summer.
The ones Todd catches.
Having a crazy heat wave, so you can forgive them for being a little small, but you know, it's not a bad fish. And we're fishing one of the major passes downriver, which is kind of the best strategy for the summertime when water temps are up. Water in here is 88 degrees. You can imagine what it would be in some of the more backwater, smaller areas. These fish stay in these main passes because they're more oxygenated, a little bit cooler. I heard that. Yes. This is where that bass was right here. There he is. C-Mac, I'm gonna get all these small ones out the way for you. But I tell you, this is what we caught last week. A lot of bites, just not an average Venice fish. Like this is a subpar Venice fish, that's for sure. But you know, you just take bites this time of year. I'm not complaining at all. All right, that's a fish that we were back there and we heard him splash right here. At least I assume it's the same fish, the exact same area. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Venice, there's a place you definitely want to come do this on a falling tide. Far better than a rise, not even close. I won't come on a rise unless I happen to be down here and just want to go fishing. But it's a lot better on a fall. And not only do you want a falling tide, you want the second half of a falling tide. The last 6 hours or so of that fall, which we're here today. Tide's gonna bottom out at 5:30. We didn't get down here till about 1 o'clock, so that tells you how important I think this is. Fishing during the heat of the day, and it is blazing hot. Been a super hot summer here in South Louisiana.
93 degrees down here, Todd, and it's 10 degrees warmer in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes, indeedy. Yeah, it's relatively cool here, 93. This summer's been dominated by west winds, but today we actually have a southeast wind. You could count the days with southeast winds this summer on one hand, no question about it. And this shoreline has one thing going for it. There's no water behind what's accessible to us, so that's good. One of the negatives of this shoreline, there's not a whole lot of cane in the water still. So those fish don't have a whole lot of current breaks. So we're just gonna give it a little while longer and then switch to the other side. The other side looks a little bit better. Yeah, we're gonna catch them on this side. This looks good. It looks real good. Well, perfect. It's absolutely criminal that the average U.S. citizen cannot do.
File his own taxes.
There he is. That's a little bit better. By a little bit, I mean little bit. Long, skinny fish for Venice. There are a few things more fun than flipping these canes. And this happens whenever the river gets low, below 5 feet at the New Orleans gauge. And it's been low for a few weeks. Got low really early this summer. Shows no sign of jumping anytime soon, so that's good news. And the fishing can get really, really lights out, particularly as you get closer to that low tide. And some things that are absolute definites are stout line. I'm fishing today 40-pound braid. I fished 30-pound on my last trip and broke off 3 times. So I'll upgrade it to 40. Hope I don't break off today. And also you need at least a medium heavy rod. Heavy would be better. Size of the fish so far this year, medium heavy's fine. That's what I'm throwing here. So Kuma Psycho Stick. It's got some backbone.
You look way up in that stuff?
Yeah, I typically do, yeah. That's the fun stuff to pull them out of. Some pests you have to deal with when you're flipping these canes are crabs and brim. The brim will peck you to death some days. But the good news with that, when you get in an area that has a lot of brim, you're generally in an area that has a lot of bass. So you just got to tolerate the brim hits. You might set the hook 5 times for every bass you catch, but it's worth it. Usually you stay pretty active when you can get in an area with a bunch of brim. And the crabs will just cut your bait right now if they're a pain in the butt. All right, a little better fish. Maybe, I don't know, a little bit under a pound. Oh, he got off. That's what happens. You get that extra wide gap hook and it gets snagged on these canes. Fish canes all the leverage and you lose them.
But he was, oh gosh. Oh, you need the net?
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. I can't. There we go. There we go.
There it goes.
Hung up in the cane. That's a good bass.
Nice fish, dude.
That's a good Venice bass. All right. Fish of the day so far. And he didn't get caught in the canes. Ooh, C-Mac. What the heck, redfish? Gotta be. Look at C-Mac's rod. Yep, redfish. All right. Well, that was the fish of the day till C-Mac caught that red. Well, really, the fish of the day, C-Mac, was that flounder. You need a netting? Look, net right by your feet.
I'll probably
Don't snap your rod, dude. Big boy. You want him?
take up all that room in the ice.
Yeah, just let him go. All right. So literally, C-Mac and I caught that red and bass in the exact same spot. Common occurrence when you're fishing the canes. You just literally don't know what you're gonna get. Probably not a speckled trout this time of year, but come back in the fall and it's definitely a possibility.
Come here in late October.
Yeah.
First of November.
Yep. So awesome. Just so awesome. You got to get down here and do this while it's going on. And this is just August. I mean, it's going to get nothing but better. This is like the worst time because of the heat. These fish are least likely to bite now. And look how much success we're having.
I just like the way those fish down here look.
I do too. I'm with you.
Particular color green.
Yes. In a particular build.
Yeah.
They are very unique looking bass. And C-Mac and I are fishing an entirely different shoreline from the last time when I was here. And I've never fished this shoreline ever. Just kind of came down looking for what looks right. And what looks right is a lot of canes in the water, but not a lot of water behind the canes, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but like this is what I mean about a lot of canes in the water. You see stuff like this, a bunch of blown down canes, that's what they like to be under. But you can also see the shoreline right behind it. So there's not a lot of area for these fish to retreat to hide from you. They're pretty well exposed. And Venice bass are so aggressive that you get a bait in front of them, almost invariably they're gonna hit it. Just no place like this. Oh, I missed him. I blew that.
Bait in front of them.
I blew that.
Invariably, they're gonna hit it.
Came back with a stick. This isn't really black and blue water, but I've made the switch to this black and blue Zimmer swimmer, and man, they seem to love it. Water's got a slight stain to it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Actually, it probably is perfect with that slight stain. Sometimes down here, it can get just absolutely gorgeous. And although C-Mac has a ton of experience bass fishing, he hasn't been bass fishing in Venice a whole lot. Made a trip or two with our buddy Jeff Brule, and 1 or 2 trips with me, and that's it. So what do you think the draw of this is? Like, what do you think why is this worth the trip?
I think there's a couple of things for me. Number one, it's just sort of the close sort of combat nature of it. I mean, everything's kind of at your feet, and you got to be pretty precise. Like, you got to hit targets. It's a different bite than say something you get in the Atchafalaya Basin or fishing a reservoir or fishing around cypress trees. You don't often feel the fish thumping. You flip into heavy cover, you feel that tension on your line, and you slam them. It's just a totally different kind of fishing. You know, if you've seen videos or TV shows of guys pitching that heavy stuff in Florida around Okeechobee, this is what this is like. Like, this is right at your feet, heavy line, drag locked all the way down, heavy tackle, and just ripping them out of this junk.
As I mentioned, it's August, and so, you know, fishing really nowhere is prime in August, not anywhere in Southeast Louisiana. It's just too hot. And we're still having no trouble catching bass, redfish, and flounder flipping these canes. It's just a magical place. It is. Venice, when the river's low, it's just magical. It just is.
Well, a lot of folks don't realize that the river being high a lot of the year, or sometimes, you know, in the last decade, it's been high most of the year. But the river being high part of the year is a big reason, maybe the biggest reason why it's so good when it gets low.
Yes.
Just because there's so much food in here. All the crabs, the crawfish, the brim, the shad, the mullet. I mean, everything. Those fish are eating all kinds of stuff in here.
Yeah, that's a very good point. You know, fishermen often talk about how good fishing is when the river's low, and it's true across a lot of the southeast Louisiana coast. Crab got me. But the fishing is so good when the river's low because of that high river. That's what fuels everything. You know, for some reason, the river's actually controversial in South Louisiana right now. Just mind-boggling to me, because the reason we have such great fishing down here is 100% because of the Mississippi River. Now, is the fishing great when the river's at 17 feet of New Orleans? No, it is not. It can mess up some areas, make them filthy, take some time for it all to clean out, for the bait to move in, the game fish to move in, etc. But that high river is what fuels all this and makes it so good when that river falls out. It's gonna be a special year. It'll be a special fall down here. The fishing is very good now. It's gonna get great, and it might get stupendous. How's that for a elite word?
Fantastic.
Can you think of a better word than stupendous?
Word.
Something better than stupendous? I mean, I'll take stupendous fishing any day. Yeah, to tell you how much I like Venice bass fishing, Venice is a 2.5 hour drive one way from my house. And I find it hard to stay away when the fishing's like this.
But how many boat launches do you pass?
Right.
Your house in here to get here?
Yes. Where I could have, you know, decent to great action. Quite a few. Coming up with some good looking stuff, C-Mac. Let's get some bites. Ooh, you hit it. Are you still on it? Yes, you are. Oh, you mother fricker. Dadgummit. And why did I lose him? Extra wide gap, that's why.
Dude, I got some over here.
I know, I'm gonna change this one. Oh, you dirty, dirty, dirty God. Ugh, I'm on a bad streak.
I realize I'm fishing behind you, but I'm not getting near the bites you want. I'm getting bites, but it's not.
It's the Zimmer swimmer, dude. I'm telling you, this bait is magic. It's the Zimmer swimmer, which I got plenty of. Get him, C-Mac. There you go.
I can say nothing out of that thing.
Wrapped him around the boat seat. All right, changed camera batteries, tied on one of those narrower hooks. Definitely less chance of these getting hung up in those canes. And so C-Mac's gonna take the point for a little while, run the boat. I'm gonna see if I can sweep up some leftovers. We're definitely in an area that seems to be holding a few fish. Fishing should only get better in here as this tide moves along.
Oh, he let it go. Maybe. No, I didn't. Oh, God dog it, I missed him.
You pulled a Todd.
Ooh, man, I was over some stuff too.
Yeah.
Swimming with it.
That's when it's fun, yanking them through that stuff.
God dang! All right, come take the trolling motor again. I gotta retire.
Yeah. A lot of brim on this shoreline. I've seen 3 or 4 of them. Should be bass.
Got out the bass.
Yeah, I can't get bit, man. I ain't gotten bit in a while.
Gotten a couple bites along here.
What we were just saying?
No, we just can't get video. We just can't get this.
See if it works for you, buddy. With my small hook, it worked. There we go. Get him, C-Mac. It's about the size we're catching on average. All right, C-Mac and I are wrapping up the day, throwing baits along sunken rocks here at the mouth of Baptiste Colette. Sometimes reds and even flounders stack up on these rocks, and sometimes bass. Mostly reds and flounder though. So we're gonna see what you catch here today. Fish on? What's he feel like?
No, redfish.
Oh, I broke off.
Redfish.
Shoot, C-Mac, I got smoked and broke off.
Really?
Yep.
A little bitty redfish.
Whatever hit me was big. That had to be a big red that hit me. Missed him?
Yep, I did. Back.
You got him? Feel like another red? Yeah, another red. A baby. Oh, look at this big ship coming, loaded with containers. Oh, there he is. Look at that, C-Mac, a jumping redfish.
Oh, they are in there. Good to see these little fish. Good to see there's some. I got one.
Well, there's nothing but undersized reds in here.
But there are a lot of them.
There are a lot of them. I had something big break me off on my SB57, and now we're just catching these guys.
Nope, look.
What you got?
Different species.
Oh, white bass. There we go. All right, C-Mac. You wanted a white bass, you got a white bass.
I'm gonna eat these too.
Yes, I'll eat the white bass. This red wanted this thing. Yeah, I know, dude. Uncle Todd not treating you right. There you go, swim off. Now, unfortunately, we've got a massive container ship coming right there. So this bite's quickly gonna come to a close because I won't be able to hold here with my trolling motor and don't want to take the chance this close to these rocks. But I'm gonna make one more cast. Oh, there he is. That didn't take long. That feels like a better fish.
This is something else.
This is as good as it gets, man. Every cast. I think I got one of your white bass.
No, it's a red.
No, it's a red. Never mind. Same species. See, Mac, I say we retreat into Baptiste Colette, let these waves pass, and then come back. What do you think? We're about to get shellacked. Think we got time for one more cast?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably pretty stupid. These waves are going to be nasty.
Oh, he came off.
Oh, I mean right away. Oh, right away, missed it. Another red?
No,
White bass. C-Max on the white bass. And we're about to die. We're about to die.
What are we gonna do, Bart? We're gonna die. Easy, Harold. My foot is on the rail.
All the water's sucking out.
Out of here.
You see all the water sucking out?
Yeah. Ooh, Lord, where are we gonna go, Tom?
All right, let's go. Come on, we're about to die. Let's go. This is stupid. Ain't worth it for a fish. All right, great news. C-Mac and I survived the container ship, and now we're singing Christopher Cross songs, seeing if our fish have left.
Just you wait and see.
C-Mac is singing Sailing. I prefer Ride Like the Wind.
And I got such a long way to go.
Such a long way to make it to the border of Mexico, and I ride
like the wind, ride like the wind.
da, da, da. This trolling motor is humming. It is on 10.
Oh, the canvas can do wonders.
Can do miracles.
Miracles, you're right.
Just you wait and see, buddy.
Just you wait and see. Not in love anymore.
Oh, missed him. Now, I bet you that was a white bass. He smoked it.
Things will never be the same again.
Can't forget how you made that so clear. I can't forget it. Every time you're near.
Every time I see you cry. Smile. Sorry. Always.
Hear your hello. You will only be a while. If this is what's real, if this is what's true, tell me how come I
Can't forget, not in love anymore.
Damn container ship, they're biting every cast.
Telling you, I hadn't got a sniff.
Yeah. Well, there he is, C-Mac. Don't know what he is, but he's a fish. Hey, he's running. Running and running. Look at this guy.
Oh, there's a white bass. No?
Yep, right, white bass. There we go. Now, these white bass are really good to eat.
They are. They're comparable to largemouth bass. They
Yes.
don't taste like saccalay. They look a little bit like saccalay, but they don't taste like them. But they are very, very good.
So, I knew you were going to do that, you god. And they do have sharp gills, so be careful.
Very much do.
This guy's coming home with us. Yeah, it's important to mention. You know, obviously we had that container ship pass. You do have to be careful of the big ships.
And the crew boat.
The crew boats are absolutely worse than the big ships. Now, when you're in the river running, they'll usually slow down for you, but a lot of times they don't see you. They're on the other side of the river or whatever. Those are the massive wakes. So you do have to be careful. If you plan to come down here, and then closer to the winter, you also have fog to deal with. But it's just such a magical place, well worth it. You know, I'm in my Avid 19XB, plenty boat for the river. It's not a problem at all. I used to come here when I had a 15-foot with a 25 tiller. Probably a little undersized for the river, but I was smart about it. Everything was fine. And there are spots like this all over this river. You want to look for the washed out rocks like this. You get on those toward the end of a falling tide and it can be just really, really silly.
Basically for Empire down.
Yeah, from Empire down. Obviously the reds we're catching, oh shoot, I just missed him. The reds we're catching today are all undersized, but you know, keeper size reds have been tough to come by in Louisiana. Not that we don't have them, obviously we do, but I've fished these rocks, this stretch right here before, and done really, really well on slot size reds. Today they're all undersized, but we got the white bass mixed in. And if you bring your tagging kit, you can tag these little fish, see where they go. And I had a giant UFO hit me. I don't know what it was, but it was big. Broke me off. All right, C-Mac and I are gonna go ahead and call it a day. Great trip down here to the mouth of the Mississippi River. As I mentioned earlier, it's only August. Fishing's gonna get much, much better down here, even though it's already phenomenal. Get on down here soon. Start getting familiar with this place so you can be ready for it when that fall run really kicks off. Don't you love it when a buddy's on fish and calls and invites you on a fishing trip? It's especially good when he's on really, really big trout. Well, I got a call from Captain Tristan Elston. I fished with him back in May. If you remember, we had an absolutely phenomenal trip catching huge trout at offshore oil field platforms out of Venice. Well, he's doing something similar now. He didn't give me a whole lot of details, but he said he's catching monster trout using live pokies, and it's in an area that's not too far away from cobia. You know, the cobia move in really close this time of year to the Louisiana coast, and man, that's a fish I love to target. Don't target them a whole lot at all, but hopefully we'll run into a cobia or two tomorrow. That'd be phenomenal, but even if we catch a few trout, that would just be great. The thing is, with fishing on other people's boats though, like you never really know exactly what to bring or exactly how to rig. You don't know what you're gonna be targeting. I carry a whole lot of tackle on my boat, and it's impractical to bring all that on a fishing trip on somebody else's boat. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna bring tomorrow, but I'm putting my stuff together right now, see if we can figure out. I think I'm gonna bring 3 rods, 2 bait casters, and 1 spinning rod. You gotta bring a cork rod, I feel like, no matter where you go. So that's what I got planned to pack today. I'm gonna put all my tackle in this tackle box right here. And as you can tell, I've had this one a while. It's well used. All right, I'll show you what I settled on. Scope stick, right here. Gotta bring some type of hard plastic down to Venice. And I love that scope stick, particularly for big trout. See if I use it, I don't know. Also got my cork rig right here, my Versamax bolt. Got a Holy Jolly Matrix Shad, 16th ounce death grip jig head on there. And then I got a 1/4 ounce death grip. Probably gonna have to change that to something heavier, but we'll see. And a Limbo Slice Matrix Shad. Love that color for jigging deep water. And I think we'll be probably jigging some deep water tomorrow. But Tristan told me to be fishing some pogies. Not something I do a whole lot, but I know big trout love them. Certainly looking forward to it. All right, next time you see me, it'll be tomorrow morning, and I'll be somewhere around Venice. All right, I just got down to Venice Marina. As you can tell, it's daytime. Tristan actually ended up having to run a charter this morning, so we're going out in the afternoon. We're gonna head to the southeastern part of the lower river, basically Passalute, that area. Jig for trout. Can't do that, we'll run across, hopefully some redfish. Should be a great day. Wind's blowing easterly, probably 12 to 15. May preclude us from getting offshore, but hopefully we'll find some trout. We'll see. All right, stop number 1. Is at the head of a major pass. We've got a rising tide with gorgeous water. I'm starting with that aforementioned Limbo Slice Matrix Shad on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head. And Tristan is throwing.
It's a 3/8 shrimp Creole Matrix Shad.
3/8 ounce with a shrimp Creole. All right, how deep's the water here?
So it's like 9 feet right here, 7 to 9 feet, and then there's about 13 feet out in front.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna have to add a little more weight. We'll see. Oh, the tide's not really ripping, is it?
Nah, it's not.
Super windy out of the, is that pretty well due east?
Yeah.
Pretty well due east.
Maybe a touch of south.
You been catching trout here or reds or what?
Yeah, all trout 20 inches and over.
Wow, really?
It's giants, fat as could be.
Oh, there's one. There's one. Oh, goodness. Oh, did you see that fish? That was a tank.
No, I'm telling you, they're all.
That was a monster.
They're all around 3-4 pounds.
Oh, goodness.
All right, now I'm excited.
That hurt my feelings, man.
Oh, no, it's drawn.
That hurt my feelings. And it wasn't like a subtle thump. He tagged it.
I got some pogies in my live well.
Do you?
Yeah.
I thought I heard you live well running. That might have been a 4-pound fish. He was really big. That was a big fish.
I might try a lot.
There you go. So Tristan brought some pogies this morning on his trip, and he's got some still swimming in the live well. He said pogies have been whacking them here, so he's gonna try one of those, see what happens. I'm sticking with this for now, but I won't hesitate to change if I need to.
Oh, who stepped in?
You got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Dude, beautiful trout.
That didn't take long.
Beautiful trout. Look at this fish. I mean, that's what you've been catching in here?
Oh, this is on the
This is a small one.
I'm telling you, this is on the smaller side of the one.
Here, let's get up here. You can unhook him. Let's get a pic real quick. Man, that didn't take long.
It didn't take long at all.
So, hey, what's your drop shot rig here? What?
Yeah, so it's a 1 ounce sinker like this, and this is a 3/0 kale hook.
3/0 kale. Okay.
You know, I like it a little off the bottom.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Okay.
get snagged
Perfect.
as
Yeah.
much.
You're probably maybe a foot off the bottom. Would you say?
Yeah, about a foot.
Yeah.
Got about 10 of these left.
10 pogies left. Tristan said the pogies have been easy to catch in the morning, not so easy in the afternoon. What size are they? Let's see.
This is actually one of the bigger ones, but
All right. Yeah. Perfect.
About hand
Maybe hand size. Yeah.
mullet's crashing everywhere. That's what they're eating right now.
They're eating mullet. Those big fish. Yeah.
I didn't even really feel him hit. I just,
Saw it running.
my pogie started fluttering, and then, I don't know, felt like something was up.
That's a Venice school trout.
Yeah.
It really is. Only bad thing with pogies, they're so fragile. It's looking for an excuse to die. So when you fish pogies, do you do like you do with croakers and kind of wait? You know how a trout will hit a croaker and then come back and eat it? Yeah, okay. Man, I got a hit like right away. Now I can't get a hit. It's crazy. It's crazy how often that happens. All right, one big trout that threw the bait and one big trout that made its way to the boat. That's it. We're gonna make a move. Oh, there's something. Yep, there's something. I think, oh, good night. I'm snake bit. It was a redfish.
Red?
Yeah. 0 for 2. So you think I should just take off this matrix and put a shrimp on here? Man, something's pecking the hell out of my shrimp. And what do we have here? Is that a mangrove? Mangrove snapper. Definitely the smallest one I've ever caught. Eating my shrimp.
My buddy caught a flounder the other day, and it was spitting up those. Like,
Spin up mangroves?
yeah, he's in the river.
Fish on? Fish on. That's not a small red.
No.
Oh! Snake bit. Snake bit. Fish on? Feels like a red.
Oh, that's a bull. Nice flat.
Oh, there you go. Good fish. Just the size you want to catch. All right. Not the size of the one you had hooked up.
Right.
Definitely not.
That ought to be good for my dinner.
Yeah, no doubt. Good eating size. You throwing right up on the rocks or what?
Yeah, a little off.
A little off? Okay. What about a cork? Is that worth a try or what?
Try it, yeah.
Another red? Damn, dude. Tristan's got another red. Another slot red. I'm trying a Versamax Bolt. 2 bites on successive casts. He's borderline, huh?
Yeah, he's probably just made it.
I'm feeding the sheephead here, I think. Oh, there's something. Feels like a small red, perhaps. Yep, redfish. Oh, bunch of reds with him. Bunch of reds with him. Yeah.
Pumpkin.
All about his size. Got one already? You threw in his mouth.
I didn't even have time to lift my rod up.
That's probably a small keeper. Yeah, that's definitely a keeper. I think mine's probably under. Let's let him go. There's one. You missed him?
I did. Story of the day.
You think probably a small keeper, huh?
Yeah.
Close.
Right at it.
Size you want to eat. Beautiful fish. Got him? Yeah, that's every cast now. Every cast now. That's not a little one. I gotta keep an eye on my cork. Oh, a big trout. Look at this trout. Here, you want the net? He's like, no, this is Venice. We don't need a net.
Big one, dude. Right on the rocks.
Look at this fish. Look at this fish. All right, go up front. Yeah, in Venice, you don't net fish that size. You just flip them. Tristan's like, oh, big deal. Nope, there he is. I don't know. I'm hoping for a big trout, but I think he's a red.
No, it's a red. Well, I don't know.
I think he's a red. I think he's a red, but we'll see. Yeah, he's a red. Just for kicks, I'm gonna see if he's legal. I'm called Tristan the human measuring board.
Is that what it was?
15 and a half. You nailed it. All right, Tristan and I made the journey to a community hole, one of the spillways at Southwest Pass, and everybody who fishes Venice fishes. Oh! And it is just every cast. Just every cast.
I got you, sir.
Oh, okay, awesome, thank you. Now, most of the fish, well, a little bit bigger than this one, but
Yeah,
15 and a half inch reds and some trout. And Tristan said there's also been some flounder around here, so anything could bite on any cast. Also caught a mangrove. Thank you. I'm throwing a 16th ounce death grip jig head, about 18 inches below a Versamax bolt. Tristan's fishing on the bottom, just a jig head.
Jig head to braid.
Jig head to braid, finesse fishing, but it doesn't matter.
They'll hit a jig right now.
We're both getting hit every cast. Ooh, that might be a trout. You threw right in the rocks. Let's see.
That was a dead shrimp.
Let's see. I'm curious to see. Another red. Well, that's a bigger red. That's a keeper. Our main goal today was to fish some of the passes and catch trout. Tristan's been whacking them, but that's when the temps were a lot cooler. We've had a warm up here in South Louisiana, and it's kind of scattered these fish out. Had a couple of good opportunities on some nice trout. Oh, there he is. And Tristan caught a real good trout here. And now we're catching fish every cast, but it's mostly undersized reds with some other stuff mixed in. Going with the pogie. I mean, it's just automatic. This might be a keeper. It's a better fish. Now, what's interesting is that, like, we pulled up here and made what, 3 or 4, 5 casts without a bite.
Oh, we were here for a good little while.
Well, I'm going to test it just to see if we can still call you the human measuring board. I'm thinking it a little short.
Yeah.
Yep, he's waffling. He's waffling. Let's see.
15 3/4.
Actually, that's your worst guess of the day. He's only 15. So Tristan, is this unique to this spot, or is this like kind of everywhere?
No, man. These little redfish are all up and down the river from the end of Southwest Pass to past Fort Jackson. I mean, they're everywhere.
And you getting some slots as well, or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
He just
Speaking of
ate
slots,
on the side of the boat.
Look at this.
He ate the pig on the side of the boat.
That's a bull. There you go. Yeah, I'd say he's a bull.
Yeah, these are mixed in with it.
So you got bulls, slides. I mean, like you literally have no idea what you're gonna catch.
Right.
Good Lord, that's not a small red.
Hey, I got a lot of drag on him right now.
That's a big fish. This is what makes Venice such a magical place. I mean, we've hit 3 or 4 spots, picked up a few fish here and there. You hit enough water, you're gonna find something that's stupid like this. It just happens, particularly when the river's this low and it's in the fall. Just a magical place, I love it. But even in Venice, you won't get bit if you don't have any bait.
Oh, now he popped off.
Did he? There he is. Another jumping red. All right, let that be a lesson to you. Oh, there he is. All right, another red. I switched from the live shrimp to shrimp creole matrix shad, 1/4 ounce death grip. And right away got a fish. Same size though, 7 spotter. Goodness. Oh man, multiple hits. This one's either foul hooked or he's a better fish. Foul hooked jack. No, he's not foul hooked. He's hooked in the mouth. He's just a jack. Ooh, look what he threw up.
What?
Croaker.
Is it croaker?
Yep. Everything but a flounder.
I know.
Compared to previous years, how has flounder fishing been this year?
It was good. It was excellent. Everybody started catching them early too, you know,
like when the river
May,
fell?
June.
Yeah. And it's continued even though the season's closed, right?
Yeah, it's got even better. It's like
There's one.
we had a lot of people catching them,
Yeah.
and then they closed the season. Now everybody's catching.
Now everybody's catching them, right? That's the way it goes. So flounder season is closed in Louisiana, unfortunately. I think it opens up, what, December 1st?
Yeah.
Yeah, December 1st. We've caught speckled trout, copious amounts of redfish, jack crevalle, and even a juvenile mangrove snapper. What we haven't caught is flounder. So we've come into the marsh, surrounded by canes, to see if we can change that. Let's see. Shrimp on a jig head. Huh?
Venice special.
All right, I'm gonna leave my matrix on and put shrimp on there. How's that for janky? How does that look?
Perfect.
You're throwing into this cut?
Yep, right in the middle of it.
I might have one.
I think I just had one.
There he is. Yep. Oh, stingray. Oh no.
The other flat guy.
Yep. It's a brave man. Fish that lives on the bottom, but a different one. Not the one we wanted. Oh, there he is.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There you
Big flounder. Help.
Net?
I'm gonna flip him.
All right.
If we lose him, we lose him. We can't keep him anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Handsome devil. All right, here we go. Can't keep him. Not till December 1st.
Merry Christmas.
Hopefully we'll get him again. Yep. So Tristan, in general terms, like if you want to target flounder, like what are some things you look for?
Definitely like a silty, sandy bottom.
Okay.
Moving water.
I mean, does it have to be kind of like any type of slope or drop off or what?
You know, I've caught them in 8 inches of water, and I've caught them in 20 feet
On
of water,
ledges,
you know?
yeah. So it could be either one.
Kind of wherever.
So really more you look for that bottom the
Yeah.
bottom makeup, like
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
a lot of river silt back here.
Okay, makes sense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Didn't take long.
Yeah.
Redfish. And literally the same size that we've been catching, huh? Just insane. How many of those guys are out here? Y'all gonna mop up when those things turn 16.
Oh, I know.
Which is gonna be like 5 minutes.
Yep.
There's one. There's something. Another red. I think he might be a, I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm thinking not.
He's a mean little guy.
He is mean.
Angry elf. I don't know.
I think he might make it. He's close.
That's 16.
Uh-oh. Well, you know what?
With the pinch tail.
If he is 16, he's coming home because he's a bloody mess. Yeah, no chance. All right. Wish you the best of luck, dude. Sorry. All right, we're closing out the day, and what Tristan says is the bull red zone. We're here at the West Bay Diversion, another community hole. Very heavily fished, but always productive. Let's see what's here. I'm gonna throw this Candy Bug Zimmer Swimmer on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head. Probably should throw something alive. Let's see if we can get one on this. Well, there we go. There we go. There's our bull red. Oh, he came off. We are snake bit. Unbelievable. That's the 3rd hooked fish I've lost today. All of them were big. 2 of them are redfish. You generally don't lose a lot of reds once you hook them. They got rubber lips. Uh-oh. Fishing on.
Wow.
That looks like a trout. It might be an undersized red, huh? Yep, redfish.
Going hard for a little guy.
Yeah, he did.
16.
Oh, he is, huh? 16. Yep, there he is. This is just crazy. These fish are just absolutely everywhere. Good sign. Very good sign. Very glad to see it. Yeah, you're gonna make me put on a shrimp.
Yeah, I want to time it here.
All right, we're gonna time it. You know, when you try and call your shot, it's
1001, 1002.
uh-oh. 1,003. That was like a slow one. Feel better or same size?
Hey, right, 15, 16 inches.
All right, can't let Tristan have all the fun. Yeah, I think that was 1,002. Now, will these fish hit dead shrimp? I would imagine they would, huh? Yeah.
They don't discriminate.
Yeah. So if you sat here and picked through them, could you get a limit?
Yeah.
You could, huh?
You can.
Okay.
Not every day.
Okay.
But most days. It's really all about moving around.
Yeah.
Because once you saw how they're kind of shrinking now every fish.
Yeah.
Those little ones will
Just
find,
move in?
Yeah, they'll move in and find. You just have kind of what happened today.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
But if you go like 50 yards down the bank,
Then you're going to find the big ones again.
you're
Yeah.
going to pick up 1 or 2, and then the little guys will start hitting you.
Look at this shrimp. Let's see what this one catches. This is a monster shrimp. I don't know if a red that size can get that shrimp in his mouth. I thought he might be a team maker. Now I'm thinking he's not. That big shrimp. Yeah, he's borderline.
Let's see if he won't give it a name. He definitely 16, I think.
All right, another outstanding day with Tristan. We really didn't have the best conditions for trout fishing, not at all. Temperatures have warmed up here in South Louisiana. Last week, when it was cold, we had several nights got down to mid-40s. Tristan was whacking them. The trout were stacked up in the holes. Definitely not the case today. We do have a front coming next week. Go lower water temperatures again, and trout fishing is going to explode here. No question about it. But until then, the red fishing is just off the chain. If you don't mind weeding through some small fish to get to your keepers, it's still just a whole lot of fun. And you're going to bump into flounder and jacks and mangroves and whatever else. Just so awesome at Venice. When conditions are like this, when water's down, the river's been down since early June, just so good. So much fun. All right, this is the sound I'll be hearing in less than 12 hours. So obnoxious. Actually, who am I kidding? My alarm never wakes me up on fishing mornings, ever. I always get up before it. I wish I could sleep that well before I go fishing. I just can't. Got too much on my mind, too much that I'm thinking about, and definitely that'll be true tomorrow, because I'm heading down to Venice with my good fishing buddy, Justin Bowles. You've seen Justin in a lot of other videos. The Mississippi River fell out in June of this year, and it's never come back up. Had a severe drought really across the whole continental US. And so when the river gets low and slow like that, in the fall, speckled trout move into the river and absolutely flood all of the passes and actually even the river itself. I haven't done many trout trips at all in my career fishing actually in the Mississippi River for speckled trout. I could probably count them on one hand. Hopefully we can change that tomorrow and hopefully find some big fish. This should be an epic trip. Absolutely can't wait. Come along with us. Let's see what happens. All right, Justin and I made it down to Cypress Cove Marina. Our plan is to not head very far at all. I know that catching a few fish in the jump, which if you've been down here, you know is super close to the marinas. I think we're actually gonna go in the river itself to start, but we may end up back at the jump. Who knows? Lots and lots of possibilities today. All right, it's an absolutely beautiful morning, as you can tell. Water's gorgeous here. That's the good news. The bad news is here in this river, we've got a fast falling tide. I mean, super fast. So this may not be where we end up catching fish, but we're gonna give it a try real quick. I'm starting with a double rig. Got a limbo slice, matrix shad on a 3/8 ounce death grip jig head. And above that, I've got a 1/4 ounce death grip with a lemon head matrix shad. We're just gonna drift with this tide, casting toward the rocks. Right here is 36 feet of water, but there's gotta be a ledge somewhere. Bump something. Probably a rock.
Definitely getting bottom with this ounce.
With the ounce?
Uh-huh.
You throwing a full ounce?
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. Can't lose my double rig on my second cast. There we go. What you wanna do? You wanna roll?
I would.
Yeah, I don't have any confidence in this.
1 hour later.
I'm hoping Justin brought a sense of adventure because we've been on one today. The river was too swift by far to fish. Get this hard falling tide. We've made a couple other stops along the way. Crazy windy today. So anything open water is just a mess. Whitecaps. So we kind of duck back into a cut here. It's got a little T coming up here, and then it's got another 4-way in the back. So we're gonna hit that and see if we can find some fish. Good news, in this little canal, water is absolutely pristine, perfect, gorgeous. It is 5.5 feet, and I can almost see my bait on the bottom. See it about 4 feet down. There's something. Speckled trout, there we go. All right, good trout too. Don't have to measure him. He definitely makes the team. You throw him down the canal?
That way?
Yeah.
No, but on the map, it looks like it opens up into a duck pond with a good little drain.
Back there?
Yeah.
No, that might be the way we go then. This doesn't look all that deep. I don't know which way I want to go, because there's a nice 4-way back here. Well, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Let's just drift down this one.
Mother Nature's trying to push us down this way.
Just go with it. Yeah, I mean, it's 4 feet right here. There's another one. Good trout, good trout. Rubber stamp, that last one. 15, 16-inch fish, probably 16.
You retrieving it? Or?
Big fat Venice trout. He was hooked well too. I'm kind of hopping it. Another hit? Eyeball?
Pulled his eyeball out.
Well, that's a big eyeball too. That's a big eyeball. I keep getting a lot of bites relative to hookups. You can't get another bite? Oh, there he is. That's a good trout, man.
Only thing I can't throw today, huh?
Can't beat Venice trout. Look at this. That's about a 17-inch fish. That's a big one. Oh, there he is. Man, dude, these trout are so nice.
What are we gonna be throwing today, Todd? Be throwing drop shots, heavy jig heads.
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy. I've got I got a spinning rod right here. I know I got extra corks. You want to rig it up?
If you catch another one, I will.
All right. Justin didn't bring a cork because I told him not to, so it's my fault. But this intersection here, it's not that deep. It's only like 5.5 feet. I'm throwing this Holy Jolly matrix shad on a 16th ounce death grip under a Versamax bolt. And I don't think there's a ton of fish here, but there's enough to keep us here for sure. And they're super nice, as you can tell. There's just some random intersection that we stumbled on. I'm sure you Venice regulars know exactly where we are. We came into this canal to get out of the wind, and also because it had this T here, it's also got a crossroads up ahead. There he is. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, Justin, I think you got to put a cork on.
You're right.
There's some nice trout.
Why don't you let me throw that one while you rig me up?
Nah. Oh, goodness. Just rubber stamp 18, 19-inch fish. So looking at hold right there, not bass terminal, but I think I have two that say terminal tackle. One of them I think has a cork in it. I hope.
Yeah. What size head do you have on?
16th.
What color flag?
I'm throwing Holy Jolly. But I also caught him on Lemonhead, so who knows. Oh, there he is. Another big Venice speckled trout. Oh, he spit it. That was a good one. I think Justin's getting ticked. This wind is crazy. There he is. Goodness, did you see that dude jump? He jumped 3 feet out the water. Look at that tarpon. Dude, these are all out the same mold. Just really nice trout. Now, left-handed Justin has to screw up my spinning reel. I'm pulling for you, JB. Hope you get one. There he is. Justin, you're welcome to fish back there, but if I were you, I'd come fish up here. I'll make room for you. Whew, they taking it deep too, dude. He took it deep. There he is. Smallest of the bunch. This fish may only be 14. Definitely doesn't need to be measured. Wind's going from strong to stupid. Dude, you want to come up here?
Alright, I can't get a hit. See my cork?
Yeah. It's still up. There, oh!
What is this, 6-0?
I think this is 8.
8.
I think so. I think this is number 8. Yes, this is number 8.
Well,
But-
if you get 15, you have to stop fishing.
You know, who's counting?
Same bait, same cork, casting it where you
How deep are you?
are. I think about the same. I looked at yours and kind of eyeballed it. Maybe a little shallower, little.
I'd say I'm probably 20 inches. I mean, that little bit shouldn't make a difference, but who knows? Now, I will tell you this, like, I'm not popping it a lot at all. Oh, you dirty dog. There he is. All right. I gotta measure one of these just to see how big they are. What do you think, 18?
I don't know, I haven't caught one. No, I'd say 17.
17? Oh, look at this. Come on, Justin. Come on, buddy, you can get him. Yes, there we go. Broke the ice. Good job.
I wish we'd have pulled a cork out and we could have spot locked over there.
I know, and thrown with the wind. Yes.
But you know, you move the boat now, they may not bite.
Yep, exactly. I'm not moving. Got him. We got us a double. There we go. That's why we came to Venice. That's why we came to Venice. These are better eaters, 15 inches or so.
Oh God, no.
What?
Oh, we're
Yep, we're I don't know if he can get on that side of us. That's where I'd rather go.
run over when I'm going out that way.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Justin and I have kind of come to the back of this little canal. There's 2 cuts leading to a pond in the back. We'll see if specks are stacked at either one. Almost 4 feet of water here. I liked what we were in better, but hopefully it'll reload while we're busy doing other stuff. It is nice catching 17-inch school trout.
Yeah, right. These limit changes already help.
Yep. Fish are much bigger. Dude, look at that. Look how bone dry that pond is.
Yeah.
That's what I dream of. Like, coming into something like that, if this wasn't completely salty water, like just flipping all this for bass, I bet you, I mean, every bass in that pond is gonna be right in here. Don't think there's any bass in that pond. Way too salty. Dude, this looks really good. There should be some fish here. I don't think bass, but trout, there should be. Or reds even. I think the reds would be stacked in here. According to this, it's 10 feet right here.
Holy shit, it is. I need to throw a jig down in there.
Yes. We need to hit that on the way back.
It's still 10 feet.
How can you go from that to 10 feet and there not be fish right there? There's gotta be fish right there.
Yeah.
Gotta be reds, man. And dude, I marked a ton of bait right there. A ton. We're gonna catch fish right there. We'll just fish to the end of this canal, see what we see on the corner, and then come back up.
Well, we gotta find some more fish so I don't look like a complete idiot.
Oh, we're gonna find more fish. Got him? What you got, JB? Feels trouty?
I don't know, it feels ready.
Feels ready?
I can't catch up to it.
Not looking trouty, definitely looking ready. Yep, redfish. Think he's a keeper, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured there had to be reds in here. I love Venice. Just so different than everything else we fish.
Holy shit. Did you see that freaking red take off? Holy.
Right there to your right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the remnant. Looks like it might be a few of them. Looks like you might have thrown behind them. Oh, maybe you didn't. I don't think that's the size of the one you just caught.
No, this might be a speck. You know, with them new laws we got, I mean, this could be a speckled trout. Dude, I can't stop him.
That's a definite
How much
bull.
line you got?
I don't know, it looks like you're about to drain it.
I know. He's not that big. He's not that big. Hang on.
What do you mean he's not that big?
I mean, he's big, but he's not like...
You might need to tighten that
I
drag.
don't think he's going to spool me.
Justin saw this fish move off this flat right here. I think it was a few fish.
Yeah, I think so.
And I bet they all went with you. Oh, that's a big fish, dude. I got a glimpse of him. Let me lend you a little assistance there, buddy. Like a good captain. Man, I know that's what you would do for me if I chartered you. All right. I'd say 30. What do you think, 30?
Yeah, probably 30.
All right, this is a really, really big fish. Justin's redfish, about a 30-incher. A big brute, got a tag in him. We're gonna let him go. And he swam down. Justin's got another one. Did you want another one?
No, this one's smaller.
All right, this one's more manageable. Good. Oh, there you go. All right. You don't even need to net him. That's a keeper. About a 19? 18. I'm gonna say 18.
All up on that side.
Good job, Justin. I'm glad I brought you. I mean, this just goes to show you how easy things are in Venice right now. Like, we had no intel, no idea where to go. Just stumbled on this canal system and just easily catching a variety of fish and some big old brutes. Let's see how long Justin's cork stays up. It's probably something Joanna said before.
I had seen one, as soon as we made the curve, I saw something move, but I thought it was a duck landing. But evidently it was a freaking redfish.
Okay.
When we got up here closer, I saw that one going nuts.
Right.
But that could be good. See where the water goes in over there?
Uh-huh, yep. If it's got enough depth, let me know when you feel like you fished it out, and we'll back up to there.
If I can catch reds that size.
Yeah, I don't want to catch the
No,
other one
I
you
don't
caught.
think
Right.
One just ate the cork.
No way, did
One
it?
just hit the cork.
Oh, there he goes. Another brute. Another brute.
Maybe middle. But
Middle, okay. Like a slot maybe?
Yeah.
The rare South Louisiana slot. Looks like I'm gonna have to throw a cork.
I mean, a cork's laying on its side.
Right, yeah, it's like no water there. You'd think they'd crush this.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, that's about a, I'd say upper slot. 25, 26. You want me to net him?
That was my rod. I was flipping, but I don't
No, yeah.
want to hear the...
You'd be without a popping cork the rest of the day.
Yep.
All right, dude. Swim off. Oh, there he is. You got him. Do you want him?
No, this one, he actually feels...
Manageable?
No. No, and he's got a head full of grass.
So this pond, as you can see, is completely dry. Got a big grass bed here with two little minor channels running through it, and it's just full of redfish. They keep coming up, attacking bait and attacking Justin's cork. It's mostly bulls, like this one. It's a big fish. We've seen them come all the way out the water, hitting stuff. Just really, really cool. Yeah, it's a big one. All right, we got him. Another gorilla. That might be the biggest one yet.
Yeah.
Pretty fish with 4 spots on this side.
Oh, look at the crab in his throat. Can you see that? See the crab?
Oh yeah, look at that. Let me get the camera in there. There's a crab down in his crushers. Well, now we know what they're eating.
Crabs and holy jollies. I've had enough of these.
He's still spicy.
Yeah.
So you probably just drop him. Maybe. Yep, he's good. He's golden. All right, you want to go up and fish trout?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That was fun though.
Yeah, no doubt. You probably sit here all day and catch them.
I know.
We came across a ledge up here that we want to go fish. So we're gonna leave these redfish. Can't buck the wind and the current, so we gotta drive there.
I did on the way in here.
Oh, there we go. There we go, JB. I think it's a trout. Yes, it sure is a trout. Nice trout, same ones we were catching.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'm gonna do a quarter ounce.
That was a trout. Look at the shrimp. Look at the shrimp.
Yep.
He's still up. Well, that tells you what you wanted to know. Look at him.
Damn.
What would you say? That's about 120 count?
Yeah.
That is a small shrimp. There he is. All right. We found some more. Whew, that was close. Man, I lucked out there. Almost had a hook in my hand. That's why you never grab the line. All right, what a great start to an absolutely incredible day down in Venice. And it gets even better. It got so much I had to divide it into 2 videos. So be looking for the second part soon on the Marsh Man Masson channel on YouTube. All right, I'm doing things a little bit different today, starting this video after the trip, and you'll soon see why. My good buddy, Captain Justin Bowles, is coming over to demonstrate how he's been tying his drop shot rigs. He put it to really good use this week on a trip to Venice. This is part 2 of that trip, and we really destroyed the speckled trout. Just absolutely incredible fishing. So check out how Justin ties his drop shot rig and also the great action down at the mouth of the Mississippi River. You don't want to miss this one.
Okay, this is a new way that I've come up with to tie my drop shots. I've been throwing drop shots for several years. Used to tie them like the old double rig, like Todd kind of tied it in his pool test video. But this past year I've been tying it a different way with something called a dropper loop. What it does, it makes the hook stand out from the line a little more. Far less tangles. So here we go. I got my strand. This is 20-pound mono. I normally use 30. About 2.5 feet. You go about 10 inches down, make a big loop. Now you want to hold both ends of this, and then you take and separate the two while holding it, spin it 5 or 6 times. Then this hole you created, you grab that loop through it. I hold it with my mouth. So what you've done is you've created a loop in this line. The shorter end, I tie in a uni to my braid, or you could use a barrel swivel. Then the bottom end, I tie to my drop shot weight. I just use a 3-twist fisherman's knot. You can use any kind of knot. You don't want this knot to be super strong in case it does get hung on the bottom. Hopefully you'll just lose the weight. So then you got your weight down at the bottom, you got your dropper loop. Then on the dropper loop, this is pretty important. You take it evenly, pinch it, I bite it, and I don't crease it. You don't want to crease it, especially if you're using fluorocarbon, that'll weaken it. But you kind of got to pinch it down to get it to go through your hook eye. And you have to go from the top of the hook down. If you go backwards, you will be missing fish left and right, because I'll show you in 1 second. So you go through your hook eye, loop it over the hook, and just snug it down. So what you're left with, you see how that wants to jump out the side? It spins around, doesn't tangle hardly ever, really, unless you're using some real light line. And you've got the double line going to your hook, so it's even more abrasion resistant. Then I take my drop shot minnow, this is the new bait we're using with this. I hook it straight through the tip, let it hang just like this, This bait, we've added flotation to the plastic, so when you set this in the water, the bait is going to come up, it's going to try to rise, and your weight's holding it down. So when it's in the current, the weight's going to be sitting on the bottom, and this bait's going to be up here with a real unique look, and it definitely produces more hits for me. Oh, and I mentioned making sure you go through the hook eye from the top, or the top being where the hook point is up. Like, say this is in a fish's mouth, and you pull to set the hook, that hook is going to roll in to hook the fish's lip, in theory. If you rig it backwards, and I've done this before, see how the hook wants to sit backwards? So when that's in a fish's mouth, it's not gonna wanna turn up, it's gonna wanna come out. So you'll be missing fish left and right.
All right, Justin and I had another boat come and mess us up. Actually, two of them at the same time. So we left, we came into the river where we started this morning. The tide's not rolling quite as hard as it was this morning, although it is still pretty hard. We're gonna close out the day here, just see if we can catch a few fish. Justin's throwing a drop shot rig. Justin's got a fish. You missed him? That looked to be a definite hit, huh? I'm not gonna be able to catch him with this. No way I'm on bottom.
There he is.
Justin's got him on the drop shot. I'm gonna get you to tie me one of those. Since you cut off my double rig.
I can tie your double rig back on. And a new bait I helped come up with.
Come on, did you? Your little drop shot bait?
A drop shot minnow.
How heavy's your weight?
1 ounce.
1 ounce. A better eater trout than what we were catching earlier. I'm throwing this 3/8, but it's definitely not heavy enough with this current. I'm gonna have to make a change.
Oh, there he is.
You just felt pressure? You felt him tag it?
I felt him tag it. I'm just holding it still, and the current's just doing the work. With that drop shot, you can do it.
All right, I gotta make the change. Can't let Justin have all the fun.
Feels like a better fish, man.
Does it? You need me to net him? That's what I've been catching all day. All right, tied back on my double rig. Oh, there we go. First cast with the double rig. First cast. Got a mouthful of food. Wow, man. He just realized he's hooked. On the top one. All right. Fish absolutely all over down here in Venice right now, just everywhere. Completely different scenario than where we caught them earlier, but just as aggressive. There he is, right away. Double. Oh goodness. This is a big trout, dude. This is the biggest of the day for sure. Yeah, it's a good one. Man, he was hooked well. Goodness, dude. I mean, it hits the bottom and there's a hook up. The big one? Yeah. Man, it's another big fish. Not as big as the last, but super nice. What the hell is that? You catching bait?
Like a 14-inch fish.
Dude, you think he's 14?
Yeah.
If he is, I want him. There he is. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good, he came off. He probably broke off. Oh, yep, I bet he did break off because the other one was still on there.
Think it was a red?
Yeah, I think it was probably a big red. That's what it felt like. This is just silly.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah. No, my other bait's still there.
You may have two.
I bet one got off and this one came and hit it. Good Lord. If he's legal, I want him, yeah. We might be done. That might be it. I'll tag this guy and let him go. Huh. I missed mine. Oh, I missed that one. How many trout are down there? Just awesome. My goodness. My goodness. Such beautiful fish.
This is why Todd wanted to go to Venice.
This is why I want to come to Venice. You're right.
Tried to talk him into staying on the causeway.
You've done the causeway many times. You've never done this. All right, you can see on this depth finder, it's 5.7 feet, somewhere in there. And we're positioned right up close to these rocks. What we're throwing into is about 30 feet, and we're kind of walking it up that ledge, although, in all honesty, you really can't get it all that far up the ledge before you get a fish. Like, they're holding right on that drop off. You just let it fall to the bottom, engage. You just kind of hold it there. Oh shoot, I missed him. Of course, when you try and call your shot.
I missed two on that.
Yeah.
I feel like he may have took my bait.
Neither one of us got a bite on that cast.
I got two bites.
Well, I mean, neither one of us got a hookup. Catching them every single cast till that one.
There you go.
And Justin got him. Oh, there we go. I should have been narrating. Can't say every cast because I just proved that it's not every cast, but it's pretty darn close. Just gorgeous, man. And look how deep they're taking it. Like, every fish is taking it deep. We're getting them all in. Not losing many. I mean, you miss a bite here and there, but once you hook him, you're gonna land him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Just tattooing the bait. So much fun. Man, this must be a good trout.
It is. It is.
This would be a tough competition with me and Kevin today, man. I mean, even he would be Kevin.
I might have two. It's just one, man. That's a freaking feisty trout. He's nice, but he's not.
Freaking nice. I think he's just getting all the other ones.
Yeah, might be right. I don't think he's 20. Huh?
Close.
You think he's 20?
18, 19.
I think he's 19, but I don't think he's 20. I think I'm out of tags, sadly. Hardly any spots on this guy. Awesome. I am out of tags. You just get to swim without an injury.
They're fat all the way through the tail. They're like...
Yeah, they are, you're right. Fat all the way through the tail. Just slobs. It's gonna be a real soft, greasy meat.
What colors it seem like they're hitting more for you?
Yeah, it's 50-50. But I'm throwing limbo and lemonhead, real similar colors. Oh! Dude, it's just crazy. Flipping trout this size like it's nothing. Some days I'd net this fish. This is why you make the long drive to Venice. No place like it. There truly is no place in the world like Venice, Louisiana. Crazy. At the southern tip of Plaquemines Parish. All right, Justin Bowles, he's a fishing guide, fishes every day. We've caught a butt ton of trout today, and he's still fishing. But this is special, special action. Catching trout this size every cast. Just, it literally does not get any better. This place is magical. Stuff happens down here, it doesn't happen anywhere else. I say it all the time. Particularly in the fall, when you get a low river situation like we have this year, the fishing down here just explodes, and it definitely has this year. Very easy to find fish. We didn't have any intel or anything like that. Just kind of went fishing and easily found fish. So awesome. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marsh Man Masson channel on YouTube. You can do that by clicking that button right there. Also, here's 2 videos YouTube thinks you like. Check those out when you get a chance. Until next time, we don't see you in the marsh. We'll see you right here on Marsh Man Masson. And hopefully we catch just as many fish in that trip, although it's almost not even possible.